And it's mostly because I want to like conserve my resources. So I want to make sure I have the resources to take it out, but also explore, circle the drain, as it were. That's what they call it.
I mean, if you wanted to like really really stock up or something, you could use the teleporter pad in the workshop and teleport back to the spring.
Yeah,
Then
I mean,
gather all that stuff up like a Pokemon Center.
the teleport thing makes it much easier, much less of a thing. Because at the beginning, I was way more hesitant about using things like mushrooms because I want my stuff.
Yeah, that's sort of the I've probably mentioned it a couple times, but it's like this game has a progression that's pretty weird.
It's a pretty
Where
brutal
like
tutorial.
yeah, the game is really hard at first, and it's gonna get easier and easier as you go. Like I feel like the game's enemies and levels and stuff can't really keep up with the progression of the player.
And again, FromSoft is a bit more ambitious than they have time. Especially back in these days when they would make like 6 games in a single year.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, 2004.
It's a good year though. I mean, they released some good stuff.
Yeah. Kuon and Metal of Chaos and... Ooh.
Oh, did you find it hidden?
Hidden Doria.
Hey! I didn't know about this. Oh, hey, friendly old fella.
Wow.
Scampering around looking for treats.
Like a dog.
Yeah. So they're just hanging out in this tiny, tiny room for no reason. Oh, that sucks that they can scamper faster than you can turn. That's bad.
Yeah, but once you start baiting their AI to do those like hand slams, you're okay.
Yeah. See, there's gameplay here. This basically is DMC.
What the hell? Where are
Where's
It's always
this?
weird when you come to a place in the ancient city that has no music.
Ooh, it's spooky and quiet. Oh yeah, speaking of spooky and quiet, I gotta reset my playlist. Ah, much better. Okay, I think I recognize where you are, and it's good, because you're progressing to the next main area. Did you find any, like, items or anything out here?
No.
Look up, maybe? Maybe there's something you want to shoot
Oh,
down from the
there's
ceiling.
something.
Oh, where?
Right here.
Ooh.
And the hand falls over. FromSoft never changed. Never changed FromSoft.
That's great. What was the ring? I've never found
I'm looking
this.
at it. I'm looking for it right now. Ring of Sight. A magical ring of light that illuminates the darkness.
Oh, that's great. I don't remember how many, like, really dark areas there are, but that sounds really good. Do you have any other rings on?
No, this is my first ring.
Wow. Then good, keep it. That's great.
Yeah, I'm already throwing it on.
I wonder if it, like, cancels out blindness as well.
Well, the Ring of Sight in Eternal Ring allows you to see stuff that is invisible otherwise.
I think they have an item sort of like that in this game that lets you see hidden walls. But that's like an end game piece of equipment or something.
They got it from Strayed.
Yeah, I think it was like I think it's like really late game equipment because you need the thing that you get from those black eyes.
Alright. I'm gonna do something real quick.
What are you save stating like a big coward?
Yeah, I'm safe stating like a big coward.
Okay, good. That's a good idea. Playing Kingsfield, you want to be a big coward.
I mean, I barely use them. It's just I like the.
It's a bit of a
Safety
safety net, and it's been a while since we found a checkpoint. And I mean, like, whatever. It's 2018. Live your best life.
Loaded me down. Hey, new music. Loaded me down with some marshmallows. So it doesn't expect you to go back anytime soon.
Yeah, you found like a new main area for a while. And you know it's a main area because you find in these old enemies again.
What the heck? Where did you come from, sir? Sir?
Hey, yeah, what the heck? That's not right.
Alright.
Maybe they're like burrowing out from underground.
They're giving me 50 gold.
Well, yeah, because this is like the new super version of them. And imagine how much XP they're dropping.
I am level 20 now. So. Hey, check that out. What is that? Is that another... It's a weapon.
Oh
Looks
yeah,
like a
you're gonna have
pickaxe.
to find a tunnel up to there.
Looks like
Hey,
a
it's a new
pickaxe. I love the roly-polies.
I think they're an odd enemy to like start the game with. Well, I mean, makes sense as an enemy to start the game with because they're not threatening at all.
Okay, so we have flower enemies. We have tunnels.
I'm gonna make a prediction that enemy's gonna shoot a bunch of fireballs at you.
Yeah, because... Well, at least it isn't Shadow Tower where they throw like they make a laser at you.
Yeah, but that was cooler. Because it's a big dumb eyeball flower that shoots a laser at you. Like, what? Who thought of this? Were they on drugs?
Would you sleep on a bed of stone?
No, that looks terrible.
I was wondering who activated, because I just sort of heard something start.
He's coming to haunt your dreams. He's coming to haunt your dreams with his ability to float in midair.
Yeah.
This is the real upgrade to this enemy. He's unlocking flight.
I'm gonna die.
Oh, come on. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, you're gonna die.
Oh, wow, I've made everybody angry.
Oh, are you getting hit from behind? Oh, who's this now? What do these guys want?
The Shadow Tower Abyss Mook enemies from the first area.
We'll just cut their heads off and then don't worry about it.
And then don't worry about it yet.
Oh, kind of want to play Abyss again. No, I have to cut back on video games this week. I'm gonna be doing a few hours of art streams every night every night this week. Just because like I've been so behind on like comic work, I really want to like push through that a little bit, and I've been in the mood for it.
Okay, so it's not fireball, it's poison.
Okay, dang it. Oh, that's kind of like it. I thought they would shoot fireballs in the air like that. So I still win. Whatever. Are you still using that longsword from before?
Yeah. I figured
maybe it's not strong enough.
Okay.
Let's do some menu navigation, some exciting number crunching.
Exciting number crunching?
Yeah, see what measures up.
Well, I've got a night sword, but I'm kind of hanging out on that for bosses, potentially. It's 75, 38, 68. But it is probably my best weapon so far?
As far as well, there aren't many bosses in this game, so like, as far as I recall, there's really no reason to not just use your strongest weapon all the time.
Alright, we'll switch to the night sword.
The night sword might be slower though. That might be a thing.
Yeah, I liked the carver weapons because they were fast, and I can just
those knives are just like fast elemental damage. It's basically Monster Hunter. Like, why are you even killing him? He's just having a
He's just having fun.
This was just me like an hour ago.
But I want to explore. Alright, fine. We're leaving. We're going this way. I totally didn't just see that path at the last second and change my mind.
Yeah. No, it's good. That's the adventurer's intuition. Ooh, night sword's got a nice range to it too.
Yeah, 2 shots the really bully guys.
Ooh, do they have little like? I haven't gotten a nice enough look at these bugs. Do they have like little human mouths on their fronts?
They've got mandibles.
Little, like gnashy teeth? I don't know. It looks like that to me. That was a thing I really liked about the
Alright, so what is
Ashes
it?
of Ariandel.
Hey, look! It's the Murden hammer.
Oh, is it?
It looks like it.
Oh, cool.
Let's see what it is. Yeah, it's called the Warhammer. Holy crap! That hit damage.
Oh, let's see. I'll be a few seconds behind. Oh, okay. You got a big hit, but nothing else. And it's probably since it's two-handed, you'll lose your shield, and it's probably really slow.
Yeah, it's.
But
10
if you
pounds.
need to just bash something's skull in, and it's probably makes you overweight too.
Let's see what's down here.
There's a thing that I really liked in Dark Souls 3 Ariandel with the flies with the human mouths. There's just a lot of creepy implication to that I enjoy.
Yeah, I mean they save a lot of their super monster design for Shadow Tower. 'Cause that's when they go pretty nuts about where their monster design is going.
I almost feel like Shadow Tower's monsters are a bit too goofy. Like there's some great ones in there, but like I keep thinking about like the Cyclops dogs. Which sounds spookier than they are because they're just like these big goofy like sort of wobbly guys that run around and get scared when there's a monster nearby. And then there's like these the like pitcher plant T-Rexes, which is fun. Don't get me wrong, but they look really silly. Oh, there's the flying horseshoe crabs that turn invisible.
Oh, I hate those guys.
They're awful, but they're very cute because horseshoe crabs are a perfect animal.
Yeah, it's true. That said, you have to like fill a quota in FromSoft games, and you have to have a crab in there somewhere.
Yeah, you gotta have a terrible, terrible monster in there somewhere.
And Eternal Ring gets rid of... is the first one you see.
Has there been a single FromSoft game without crabs in it?
I don't know. I'd have to think about it. Because I'm pretty sure there is one. Like,
now, I haven't played all of Ninja Blade. But I'm willing to bet there's probably crabs in that.
What is
And
in
I'm
here?
sure Metal Wolf Chaos had some kind of giant robot crab.
Yeah, I mean, Armored Core. Hey. Armored Core has like crab guys.
Well, you're so good at finding hidden walls. I never find any of these.
It's just that I, you know, when I'm against the wall, I just bash the X button and see if anything happens.
I just don't have the patience for it.
I don't know. It's not like I'm doing it or know it's there or anything like that. It's just nearby. Might as well bash the X button.
I remember this one time when I was more lame and I used to watch people who are bad at video games. And Darkside Phil was playing Dark Souls 2 in Shulva, and like his face cam shows him very obviously looking at stream chat, like staring directly at it for like 30 seconds as he just happens to stumble upon a hidden wall and then brags about having no idea and finding that on his own.
Unicyclic says I have lore eyes and therefore I can find hidden walls. That looks like a trap. I'm gonna go this way.
I feel like there must be a save point in this zone somewhere.
Well, there's a power passage point.
Oh yeah. I think this is a blacksmith room right here. Like you'll meet a guy later.
What did we just pick up? What is that?
Well, that's a water sword for sure.
Oh, it's frostbite.
Oh.
Because okay. A one-handed sword.
Oh wow, that's just better completely.
Yeah, we're just gonna use that now.
Wait, actually, if you do want to save stuff like bosses and stuff, I know there's fire stuff coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
So probably use the night sword until you get to the fire zone.
Alright.
And then frostbite will carry you just fine. I know there's a scary fire demon boss.
I remember
pretty
that
tough.
because the fire demon boss, the speedrunner, goes through the frozen area for him. And ends up just using the rapier on him.
Yeah, it's one of those classic video gamey things. Is you have a fire and ice kind of disparity world. Yeah, those look like they're gonna shoot fire at you. Or maybe it's just decoration, why not?
Here's the other one.
You didn't put up any fight.
Didn't. His friends are just gonna make fun of him. In the break room, in between Shadow Towers and over here.
Yeah, when they get offset.
So he's dead. And there's something for me to read over here.
Final more lore.
May you slumber in peace amidst the flames.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool. I thought it was going to be like resting zone. Or like graveyard. But no, it's actually kind of poetic.
Yeah. I mean, H-Tech did what H-Tech could do back in the day.
They did what they could with the material provided.
Holy crap. What is in here?
I think it is a graveyard in here. That is a nice detail how like all the gravestones have like a little fire on them that probably gets kept. Whoa, sick dodge by this guy. Just ran past your spells.
Yeah, the tracking on upheaval is pretty good, but it's not perfect.
I never really liked using like a ground wave spell. I was kind of more into shooting fireball or like wind sickle or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I mostly use the spells to stun them so I can get in.
Yeah, that's the real trick. So you want something just kind of like quick that does like a bit of oomph. Oh, this sucks.
Yeah, it reminds me of that other time when I was getting the icon of healing. Well, it's time to go. I guess I can bait them out here.
Yeah, officially baited.
Ah, I'm dead. Officially baited, but who is the baiter?
Oh no, you're gonna be fine. You got abilities for that.
Yeah. They're actually somewhat more dangerous than their Shadow Tower counterparts because of that.
Yeah, they got the paralysis. And the Shadow Tower one's like Shadow Tower. It's like a lot of enemies are disadvantaged because you can move and strafe way more. Like you have that actual first-person shooter controls to it.
Yeah. Also.
Oh shit! They drop like upgrade stones.
Also, Shadow Tower has gun, so...
Yeah, Shadow Tower has the best spell of all, which is gun.
Yeah, gun.
I've said it like every single time we bring up Shadow Tower, but yeah, it's stupid how broken that gets. Oh, come on.
I know!
Oh, you gotta heal up. There you go.
To like
Again,
walk that,
sorry if my advice is coming like right as you do something.
that tightrope between being a little bit reckless and staying alive.
Mm-hmm. Like with Shadow Tower Abyss, it's like it's so silly that like the whole game is built on like this resource management thing, this like survival horror style carry weight crossed with, you know, resources with like equipment that degrades really fast. And it's like that's cool, and it's an interesting, like challenging balance at first. And then by the end game you're carrying like 5 different guns.
Yeah. Well,
And
Shadow
one's a
Tower,
shotgun, one's a rocket launcher.
Shadow Tower is kind of like a haunted house, except you're in a tree, because trees.
Yeah.
Except the tree grows upside down because the sun burns its leaves off. This is actually a Shadow Tower thing. It's in the manual.
That's cool.
Yeah, so...
There's actually a lot of species of trees. Interestingly enough, when you mentioned upside down trees, there's actually a lot of species of trees where if, like, surgically removed properly from the ground,
Yeah.
cleaned up a little bit and then reburied,
Yeah.
the tree can actually transform its branches into roots and vice versa, and
Oh, that's
continue
cool.
to function upside down.
Hey, what's that?
Trees are like these really fascinatingly adaptive beings, because there's also I forget what it's called, but there is a practice of transplanting different tree branches onto a single a single trunk to grow different kinds of tree fruit on the same plant, and it can
Yeah.
actually work.
Yeah. So that's the thing with Shadow Tower Abyss. Like, the tower itself is actually just a tree, and the tree itself is a spaceship. This gets bonkers.
Good.
Shadow
No,
Tower
good.
Abyss's lore
That's what I
gets
want.
bonkers. In
Good.
like,
That's what I want.
it's a spaceship, and it comes from space, and it can't grow right side up because the sun burns it, and people have been giving it sacrifices for millennia.
Yeah, that's the word I want. Like, sacrifices is exactly the next word in that sentence I wanted to hear.
Which is why,
Oh, what is that?
you
That
get
seems like an important key.
yeah, I'm looking for it right now. It's why you get sacrificed to it at the beginning, because you are supposed to be sacrificed to it.
Is that in Shadow Tower 1 or 2?
No, this is 2. This is all 2. I know
I thought I remembered 2, like you were just some fuck who kind of like fell in because you were exploring around.
Well, with Abyss, as much as I've translated the manual, because FromSoft used to put like its prologues in the manual, and since it was never like translated, you just kind of have to look at this really fuzzy manual because it's the only one that FromSoft put up on their website that's stupidly fuzzy. So, like, from what I've
It
been
could hardly even be called a website. It's far too blunt and heavy.
It's far too blunt and heavy. I don't know what that is. I thought it was like a mace or a club or something, but I don't.
I think it was a key item. Like,
yeah, it is the Earthful key. I have no idea what that opens because I've not seen any doors for that.
Earthfolk's key. That could be the craftsman's key, but whatever. Keep on progressing, and we'll find some door that it opens. I don't know.
Okay, so we were going this way.
I don't remember ever getting that though. Maybe I did. It just slipped my mind. I think you need to like search around the town a little bit more before going further in, because I'm certain there was a save point.
The only things I haven't looked at has been in that central area.
Yeah, back in the central area. Oh, a little ice boy. Okay, I'm trying to get like as close a look I can at his mouth, his mouthy mouth.
Okay, so that's the entrance to Iceland.
Yeah.
Just gonna hit a save state, just in case. I don't like using them, but I have seen Lobos stream this on like bits and pieces of it on his stream, and he did it on a PS2 without save states or anything like that.
Ugh.
And it was very slow. And I want to save people from that.
So I guess just like shoot those guys with magic or whatever. Like I'm sure they die.
Oh yeah, they should like
It's just a plant. What can it do?
spit at me. I mean, come on.
Whatever.
It's
Whatever. If a plant eats you, like it can't kill you.
You can do that. That's disgusting. It's gonna be a coward.
Most of nature is actually really pathetic if you think about it. Pretty much every bird on Earth just dies if you look at it.
Everything is transitory. Nothing is permanent.
Oh,
They
cool.
get a
If you
lot
actually
of gold.
yeah, if you actually interrupt his spitting animation, it only shoots out a few things. It's cool. It's a nice detail. Yeah, that imp is definitely just eyeing you up.
Yeah, that imp is like, hey, I don't want any trouble over here. I'm just standing here.
Hey, Red Millionaire. Welcome to the stream.
Red Millionaire, how's it going? This is the place I backed down from.
We're just kind of bumbling around, looking through this area. Oh yeah, in there with that guy. That dangerous fella.
Yeah, because we ran into these guys and I just had imps on my behind and it wasn't a lot of fun. That happened.
Oh, real close. Very clever.
And then the imps showed up and then there was not happy times.
This sounds really rude.
It's very rude. I'm gonna go in here. Smack him around.
Oh.
Hey, there's a message there.
What's the story of the environment we're exploring? Well, we don't know much about it yet, but if I recall correctly, this was like a dwarf town.
Well,
That's not to
Earthfolk,
say it was a tiny town.
we got
although
the
it's pretty
Earthfolk
tiny.
key, and Earthfolk are usually equated to humans in Kingsfield and Shadow Tower, so...
Oh.
Our leader destroyed the land. Never awake the sealed one.
Ooh, some kind of devil man.
So... Somebody flew too close to the sun, I guess, looking for power, and got their crap kicked in for it. It seems.
There's a lot of stories about, like, the hubris of leaders and stuff in FromSoft games.
Yeah, FromSoft love doing that. Like, Vendrick is the key one.
I mean, the Iron King even more than him, I think.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like Dark Souls 2 is a little bit too confused about Vendrick in its presentation of him.
It's less confused about Oldia.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even then, it's like Aldia seems like a very ambiguous figure to me in Dark Souls 2. Vendrick seems like the game. I don't know. I don't want to like diss it too much because like I try to like Dark Souls 2 as much as I can, but it kind of feels like with the DLCs, the game tries to backpedal Vendrick a lot in terms of what he did and who he was, because Vendrick gets very much like characterized. Oh god, again.
Yeah, like the first swipe, it hit me for it.
Vendrick gets very much characterized as like a pretty classic FromSoft type king who's like, you know, this power hungry Macbeth type guy.
They even pretty much reference Macbeth.
Yeah, that's sort of what I was leading to, is that it's like, oh, but it also kind of turns out, hey, Macbeth's wife was kind of awful.
Yeah, I mean, Aldia even basically... He basically recites Macbeth.
I did a lot of counter readings of Macbeth in high school, so I do have an interest in the character a little bit.
Yeah.
Where you know, there was always a lot of the text in Macbeth talks about like defying fate, defying destiny, defying one's place in history, and that's the downfall of Macbeth, is that he lives in defiance of everything.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm totally going tangent on here, but whatever. There is an element of that in that Macbeth chooses to live a life of like constant defiance of pretty much everything, and how that like that's not a healthy way to live, and how that ultimately tears you apart. But it's really presented ironically, and you know, obviously intent doesn't matter, but who can say it was meant to be read this way? But it comes off as pretty ironic, considering that the method through which Macbeth defies is done entirely at the behest of people other than him. In that, like, the only routes through which he finds any defiance is through the orders of other people who he just takes advice from. So it's a little bit muddled, but maybe it's just going for a sense of irony.